Hi, this tutorial is on how to go about captioning into Zoom using Rapidcaption. Why would you need to do this? If you've been complaining and having issues about captioning into Zoom directly using the caption entry box in Zoom, those issues where the captions are not pushing up as they should be, they aren't working smoothly, or it's just frustrating using your own software with that entry method. This is the way to go about going around it. Um, so the first thing that you need to do if you're going to be doing this method is you need to set up a new textcast stream in Rapidcaption. So let me go about doing this. I'm going to start off in Rapidcaption, and I'm going to go to captioning at the top. I'm going to click on captioning, go to configure caption devices, and I'm going to click add in the upper left to add a new device, and go down to rapid text textcast stream and select that. Now, over here, I've got the textcast stream over. Right here it says textcast.peoplesupport.com. That's the default entry for this type of textcast. We're going to change that to caption to screen.com. That's caption to screen.com. And in the description, I'm going to change this to textcast Zoom. Now, it doesn't really matter what you set this to, whether you want Zoom captioning, textcast Zoom, whatever. But what is important here is that you cannot have two devices that are textcasts with the same name. And you'll see that sometimes this can cause issues when you're configuring, disabling, and enabling the correct textcast stream. And this textcast stream has nothing to do with the other one. Your captions sent to a stream on the caption to screen textcast for Zoom will not appear on the textcast that you normally use. So you have to be sure that when you're using a normal textcast event, you have switched back to the correct normal textcast stream. So it makes sense to change the name and make sure that it's actually changed. So I'm going to click back on our other textcast stream, toggle the enabled to disabled, and now I have my one textcast stream Zoom open. And now I'm going to click done. You can see sometimes I just clicked back on this stream. Sometimes Rapidcaption will like to change the name of it back to the default. It's very frustrating if it does it. If I click done now, it will throw this error. Two devices cannot be used concurrently with the same name. You just have to, if you have your Rapidcaption fighting you on this, go back and change it to Zoom and click done. That's all that error means. It's a little bit frustrating, but just remember to change the description if it decides to keep reverting on you. So I'm going to click done up here and then save here to save. And it's going to ask me for a textcast stream, just the same as any other. You'll note that I can see I've got textcast Zoom open in the upper right and not the regular textcast that was there previously. For right now, I'm going to use test. And you can see the same messaging all appears about where the output for these captions are going to be, and it indeed is copied to your clipboard just like regular textcast is. If you wanted to check output, you could actually look at it in a website, but we're not going to be using it that way. So I'm going to click OK. So now I'm connected to this textcast stream. Now, this stream doesn't go directly into Zoom. It's made a textcast normally. The solution to how we write into Zoom is we have a website that connects a given textcast stream to the particular Zoom meeting that you're involved in. So we need to go to that website now to link these two streams. So we're in test and Rapidcaption. And what we need is some information from the Zoom meeting that we're in. So let's go to the Zoom meeting. Now here's the Zoom meeting that I've joined. This is what it looks like before any captioning privileges have been assigned. So I've got participants here, chat here, share, record, you'll notice that there's nothing mentioning CC. And if I go to participants and look at myself up here, there's no CC next to my name. When you join a meeting like this, right now I'm at Alistair Cairns, I'm going to go to More next to my name and the participants. So I've gone down, moused over the left-hand side, clicked on participants to pop up the participants box. And now I'm going over to More here. I'm going to rename myself to Captioner Alistair. And a lot of you have done this permanently within Zoom so that you always appear this way. It's important that you notify the meeting in some fashion that you're the captioner. The easiest way to do this is to join the meetings with captioner in your name so that they know that you're the captioner who is going to be assigned privileges. Some of these meetings have hundreds of participants. Others don't, but have multiple students, and the professor might not know that you are the person who's the captioner amongst the list of various attendees. So by making yourself the captioner, it makes it very easy for the host to send you privileges. But it's on the host to do that. If you join a meeting like this, you don't CC here, you don't CC here, you wait a minute, you still don't have captioning privileges assigned to you, you need to speak up and ask for them. So you just mouse over this left part of the screen, click on the chat button, and then in my chat here, I'm going to just type, hey, can someone allow me to caption, please? Or can you assign me captioning privileges? Whatever you want to say. It's just reminding them that they need to assign them to you. So I'm going to go ahead on the as host and assign myself privileges so you can see what it looks like here. So I have now assigned privileges. You see this message pop up when the host assigns privileges. The host has assigned you to type closed captions. And you see down here, the closed caption button has now appeared. That's exactly what we want. Now, if I click on the closed caption button, you see this closed captioning box pop up. This is the box that you can indeed just caption into. If you can caption into there, no problem. You do not need to use this method that I've described, and I've got a separate tutorial about how to just caption into this box, but it's very simple. If, however, you want to use Rapidcaption to do it because you're having difficulty, you're going to click on Use a Third-Party CC Service. So I'm clicking up here, and it says API token copied to the clipboard. Now we have the two things we need. We've got the API token from Zoom, and we've got the stream that we're using, and we're going to go to the website and put those two together. You should note that these API tokens are specific to the given meeting that you're in, and they're specific to that meeting only when the meeting is created. There's no way for us to get you these API tokens before a meeting has started, so you need to get them directly yourself after you've been assigned privileges. And if you're having difficulty being assigned privileges, that's something that we need to know about because that's the host's responsibility to do. So I've got the CC API key. That API key is just a big gibberish code that allows the software to know exactly which unique meeting the captions need to go into. And I've got what stream ID I used within Rapidcaption. Now, I've used test for the purposes of this demonstration, but if you're using this method, you can go ahead and ask us which stream you should be using. Basically, we can give you all your own unique stream. Note that unlike a normal a normal TextCast event, these streams have nothing to do with the meeting itself. And what I mean is that the API key combined with the stream allows Rapidcaption to communicate with the particular Zoom meeting, but actually the stream itself could be anything as long as nobody else is using it. So you could use the same stream for every meeting you do as long as nobody else is using it and you change the API keys appropriately. So I'm going into my web browser now, and I will link this particular caption-to-screen.com textcast-zoom site, this is where we combine these two things. So in the right-hand side, I'm going to paste. You can Control V or paste here. I'm pasting the API token that I just copied from Zoom. And on the left here, I'm typing in the stream ID that I used and entered into Rapidcaption. And you can see there's various different messages that will remind you to do this. So I'm going to go over this now, and you'll hear it from me a bunch of times if you're doing this method. It says, remember to clear the stream at the start and end of each session. The one flaw about us using this method is if you have a bunch of text, say an entire previous meeting that was on Zoom under a particular stream. If there's a whole meeting up there and you join into Zoom and you click to start a session, what's going to happen is it's going to send all of that existing captions, all of those existing captions, all out. It could be a 5-hour meeting. It's going to start sending 5 hours worth of captions out. So all you need to do is go back into Rapidcaption and click Clear Captioning and clear out that captioning stream so that we don't have any bother. So I've clicked Clear here. I'm going back into Zoom. I've got my test on here, the API over there, and I'm going to click Start Session. It's going to bug me again. Have you cleared the textcast stream? We made this so that we really don't want this happening. I'm going to click OK because I have. And this is going to change to orange. I've seen a couple of people where this does not happen. Their browser doesn't change this to orange and this system won't work. If that's happening to you, just simply use a different browser. Usually it's the case that they've got an older browser they're using and some more modern browser functions fine. So if you see that behavior, that's what you should do, but it should work fine. This goes to running and start, and then I'm going to go back into Rapidcaption, and I'm going to use it like any other textcast event I would normally use. So you would be using the normal captioning output that you would normally use within whatever your writing software is so that you can write into an external program. Seno keys or keyboard macro in Eclipse and Case Catalyst. And then I'm going to go back into my website and I'm going to confirm captions. So the textcast stream output shows here, and over here we see the Zoom stream indicating that the captions are being sent. If I go back into my Zoom meeting, I can actually observe the captions there too. But you should note that you can see that it's showing my captions in this box even though I didn't output them there, so we know that it's going. You can also, if you fancy seeing it, you can turn on subtitles and actually see the captions display. So if I go to this little arrow, I can do show subtitle. So I've gone down to the CC button, click the little arrow, gone to show subtitle. It says closed captioning on. And then if I write into Rapidcaption on a different screen, you can see the caption is appearing down here. And that is how you do injection into Rapidcaption. Sorry, from Rapidcaption into Zoom. You should note also, as a matter of convenience for the next captioner, given the hassle that we have with all the captions going out that are available on a stream and the need to clear the stream, be a friend to the following captioner. If they're having a bad day, they forget to clear, just clear it for them by when you're finished with your session on a given stream, clear it. And it's probably just going to be future you that you're going to help, because we're going to try to make sure that everyone's got just their own unique stream and doesn't use anybody else's. So be a friend to yourself and clear your stream when you're done. Again, you'd go back into Rapidcaption. click Clear Captioning and clear out the stream. Now, notes. You're going to be able to get the notes from Rapidcaption now since you're entering it here, and you should be able to get it from your own software. If for whatever reason you need to pull notes from Zoom for a particular captioning event, you can do that by clicking on Closed Captioning, again the little arrow, and you can do View Full Transcript. You can do this at any point in the meeting and it'll show the full transcript. And at the end of the meeting, if you've done it earlier on so that it's showing, all you need to do is click Save Transcript here at the bottom. It's kind of worth having the transcript pull up at the beginning if you need to save from Zoom only. And the reason being is that a lot of hosts of Zoom meetings tend to end them very abruptly. Great meeting, guys, thanks. And then they close their window and everyone gets kicked out. And if you haven't clicked the save button by that point, you're not going to have the notes saved from here. So if you need Zoom saved, bring this up at the beginning, and right before you sense that they're leaving, just click the Save Transcript button, and it automatically saves. It says Show in Folder here, which you can click on. If you don't do that in time, just know that they save by default to your Documents folder, and then a Zoom subfolder, and then they're all listed here. So that is how you go about doing this captioning. Again, when you're done, go back into Rapidcaption, clear, and then you just exit out. When you need to go back to your normal TextCast, because you have to make sure that you're switching between the two. You might not notice that this says TextCast Zoom the next time you open, and if you just open TextCast normally, it's just going to prompt you for a stream ID. You're not going to notice that anything's necessarily wrong, and you're still on the caption to screen TextCast. And your captions aren't going to appear on the normal TextCast where they're supposed to for your student or for whatever TextCast meeting event stream is being used. So make sure when you're done, if your next event is not going to be in Zoom, you go back to captioning, then configure caption devices, and you disable Zoom. See the way, again, I don't know why mine does this every time, but it changes from TextCast Zoom to TextCast Stream and then would throw that error. I'm going to disable by selecting TextCast Zoom, changing it back to disabled. I'm going to click on TextCast Stream, make it enabled, and then I'm done by clicking done. Save the configuration, yes. And now we're back in on the regular TextCast Stream. So again, my only sort of wonkiness that I've encountered in doing it this way is the fact that Rapidcaption likes to keep renaming my TextCast Stream to the default. I've shown you how to deal with that. This method is going to be a lot better for you guys who are having those clunky captions appear in Zoom. Obviously, if you have any questions about this or need to know what stream you should be using for this, contact myself or the newport.realtime@teleperformance.com email. Thank you.